Good morning. Welcome. And well done for being there. Let's sit in that comfortable position. And perhaps because today, even though we're focusing this week on the upper body, we're going to do more standing asanas to also strengthen the legs and do the twists from standing, finding the grounding and protecting in the same way. So when you cross your legs, try to feel if that feels comfortable, or if that's the one that, we feel a little bit more discomfort, and then we cross the legs on the other way. Always try to find that easiness, but then every now and then just change it to bring the balance. So bring the hands on the knees, bring the chest forward, the shoulders back, breathing deeply, and then exhaling round. And remember to use more the shoulders back and forth to stretch the muscles. And the last thing is the neck. Very gently with the neck. Good. And then we can twist to one side. Also think when we're trying to stretch, when the chest is nice and wide, we inhale. And then as we twist, we gently compressing, so we exhale. And if you do on one side, then you do on the other. Good. And then roll the shoulders back and down. And find that comfortable position for the spine. Relax the shoulders, chin slightly to the chest, and then close your eyes. Deep breath in and out. Gaze up, jaw relaxed. Abdominal breathing, allowing the abdomen to be soft, expanding as we inhale, and relaxing as we exhale. Noticing in those few rounds of breath if there's any tension around the body. Just bringing some awareness. And as we lengthen the breath, then we start expanding a little bit more and actively contracting as we exhale. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the neck nice and long. Raising up the breathing from the abdomen to the chest. And if there is any tension towards the middle back, then we should be able to feel it. Moving towards that full yogic breath. And then with the next inhalation, bring the palms together. Pressing gently at the level of the heart. Spine is straight. Feel the activation between the shoulder blades, upper back, shoulders, chest. Choose your 2 things for your gratitude practice. And setting your intentions for this practice, for your day. But also being aware that we're very close to a full moon with an eclipse, second eclipse in less than 2 weeks, in 2 weeks. So if you feel like being gentle with yourself, then do so. Trust yourself. And inhaling, raise the arms up, chin up. Exhaling, lowering the arms all the way down. Relax the shoulders. Breathe deeply. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. So we're going to start by bringing the knees towards the thighs. But normally when we, which is absolutely fine, but now we want to lengthen the spine. So bring the chest and the sides of the abdomen as closer to the thighs as possible. Bring the shoulders down. And with the arms squeezing nice and tight. So you should feel the stretch also on the top of the thighs. Bring the chin to the chest. Try to feel the spine as straight as possible. Good, and then from there, release in the spine. And now you can round, bringing the chin to the chest and creating that space in between the shoulder blades. Leaning back from the middle of the spine. And the last thing is the neck. One more round of breath. And then inhaling, lifting up again, releasing the hands, bringing the feet together in that Baddha and just bounce up and down. Keep bouncing and just come down on the floor, on the mat. The floor is very noisy. Good, and then from there, now we're going to hold on the inside of the feet and try to bring the feet nice and wide, the elbows to the sides. But when we do that, then try not to bring the shoulders close, expand. And then inhale and lean forward. So as we actively try to open the feet wider and we bring the elbows to the sides, we're allowing the inner thighs to stretch a little bit more. And rather than rounding, that there is more pressure on the hips, we lengthen the spine, bringing the chin slightly up. Breathe slowly. Good, and then exhaling round and lean back. Shoulders closer from the front. Good, and then from there, we come on tabletop. And then we stretch the right leg out, soften the elbows, and then slide that right leg all the way out. And walk back with the hands. You keep the tiptoes tucked under, the toes tucked under, shoulders back and down. Feel the back bend, so release the spine, lower the hips as much as you can. And you can even almost like sit on your heel if you can relax there. The knee is of the back leg, the right leg is off the floor. The shoulders back to protect the back, upper back active. Good, and then lower the right knee down, stretch the toes. Good, and then we're going to start walking with the hands on the open side. Make sure that the weight is slightly forward, so we're not putting weight on that back knee. And then bend the knee. Feeling the stretch on the top of the thigh, and then hold with the same side hand. Hold on the toes. You can hold by the shin, by the ankle, whatever it is. But if you're able to hold with the hand, then try to find a way to bend the elbow and bring the heel closer to your glute, stretching the thigh. Good, and then release the leg and walk with the hands leaning forward, and then stretch the arms all the way out. Good, and bring the forehead down, elbows off the floor. Breathing deeply. Relax the jaw. One more round of breath. And then inhaling, walking back the hands. Because we're carrying weight, then we bend the elbows and then we bend the front knee. Sit on your heels. And bring the palms together. Inhaling, stretching the arms up. Exhaling, lowering through the sides. Interlacing the fingers from behind the back. Opening the heart center, arms very active. Locking the elbows, trying to reach up. Good, and then slowly release. Round the spine, bring yourself back to tabletop. And you can shake the hips side to side just to create a little bit more of space around the ribs, middle back. Good. And then from there we bring the left leg out, toes tucked under, and then slide that left leg towards the back. And keep the toes tucked under. Feel the stretch on the thighs. And you can walk back with the hands to lift up the shoulders to experience the back bend. Try to stretch the toes of the right foot as much as possible. Rest the instep on the floor as much as you can. If you can bring the hips a little bit lower, then do so. So the more that we bring the shoulders back, of course it's a deeper back bend, but also it would feel more natural to have the hips relaxed. Good, and then lean forward slightly and then stretch the toes. Good. Do the stretch. Good, and then inhaling again, start lifting up the shoulders and then walking on that open side. Look into the back and then bend the knee. Feel the stretch on the thigh. Inhaling, holding the foot or the ankle. And the more we open the shoulders, then the easier would be to reach to that foot, to that leg. Breathe slowly. Good, and then align the shoulders. And then let go of the leg. Bring the arms align with the shoulders. Stretch there. Very good. Stretch the arms. Forehead down. One more round of breath. And then next inhalation, raise the head up, hands back, and then slide forward to bring the knee aligned with the other one. Good. And then tuck the toes under, roll back on your tiptoes. As high as you can, flexing as much as possible from the toes. And then leaning forward and stretching the toes, the feet, stretching the arms. And then inhaling, walking back with the hands and coming on the tiptoes. Very good. And then from there, lean slightly forward so there's less weight on the ball of the feet, raising the hips high. Feeling the stretch on the back of the legs. Keeping the fingertips touching the mat and trying to stretch the back of the legs as much as you can. Bringing the stomach in. Relaxing the neck, shoulders. Press with the toes, nice and grounded. And see if you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Even if the spine is not completely straight. Breathe. Good, and then wherever you are, just bend the knees until you find that control with the legs and straighten the spine, bringing the stomach in. Bring the palms together, shoulders back. Good, and then from there, we're going to twist with the hands. Keep both knees aligned and keep pressing with the palms, trying to bring those palms at the level of the heart. Perhaps it comes a bit to the side, but then actively try to push to deepen on that twist. Good. Breathe slowly. Okay, and then now from there, if you are comfortable there, we're going to do 2 more rounds of breath. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we bring the opposite hand down and the other one up. And then lowering the hand around the waist and opening the shoulders a little bit more. Very good. And then inhaling, straighten the arms and come on that forward fold. Holding opposite elbows, head hanging freely. Deep breath in and out. Good, and then release the arms, bring the hands on the hips, and very slowly start coming up to standing. Good, and then shake the legs. And keep the feet hip width apart again. We're going to do the other side. Hands on the hips, shoulders back and down. Feet parallel to each other. As we bend the knees, we bring the weight forward. That grounding, bringing the hips to the back. Spine is straight, protecting the lower back. And then bring the hands in front of you. crawl away from you with the fingertips, and then the spine will be more straightened. Bring the hips to the back, finding that stretch on the back of the thighs. Bring the palms together, pressing gently as we lower the wrists. To the side. And then inhaling, twisting to the other side. Pressing with the palms. And twisting with the shoulders. And make sure that when we're trying to twist, it's not just this lower arm that is active. The top one also is trying to come a little bit more towards the back. If when we are in a position, in a standing position, where you feel the thighs getting tired, then perhaps you can lower the hips a little bit more, because the muscle then gets a little bit different, engaging differently, and then you can come back again to the position. Just allowing some space. Good, and then lower the hand down if you did it on the other side. If not, stay there. And then straighten the opposite arm up. And then arm around the waist. Shoulder up. Good, and then inhaling and wind the top arm. Exhaling. Forward fold. Align the shoulders, the hips. Good, and then straighten the arms, palms facing each other. And start coming up to standing. And then exhaling, lowering the arms all the way down by your sides. Shoulders back and down. 3 times. And another 3 times forward. Good, and then straighten the legs, relax them, shake the arms. Good, and then grab the blanket. We're going to do a couple of stretches from here on the mat. Try, when we come down to the mat, try not to use the hands if you can. Straightening. We'll see that next week again. Ways of balancing the body weight to feel lighter. Good, so from there, we're going to lay down, bend the knees, bring the arms in T-shape, palms down, shoulders pressing down, stomach in, spine flat, and make sure that the ankles and the knees are aligned, and keep the feet in contact with the ground. Then inhaling where you are, and exhaling, just allow the knees to come to the right. Feeling that stretch, that twist on the spine, from the hip, running all the way up, more towards the sides. Make sure the shoulders are in contact with the ground. And you can look up or you can look to the side. It's up to you. Same side. One more round of breath. Good, and then bring the stomach in, nice and active. Bring the knees up. Good, and then as we exhale, we allow the knees to go to the left side. And we look to the left side or up, whatever feels more comfortable for the neck, but keep the shoulders in contact with the ground. One more round of breath. Good, and then engage the core before you lift up the knees up, inhaling. Good. And then bring the knees to the side, the feet together, and bring the chest a little bit more up, arching the spine, so we protect the lower back. Inhaling, expanding the chest, and exhaling, relaxing. Finding that extra space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then with the next inhalation, bring the stomach in, flatten the spine, bring the knees together. Sorry. And then from there, grab your blanket. Try not to disturb the body too much. Covering yourself and finding that comfortable position. Stretching the legs, feet to the sides, arm to the sides. Fingers gently curled up. Relax the jaw. Keep the gaze up. Sorry. Feel the weight of your tongue in your mouth, allowing the jaw to be completely relaxed. And perhaps you can feel your heartbeat and be fully aware of that rhythm, that strength, and be grateful for it. Or perhaps you can bring the attention, that full awareness to your breathing and how it's changing. And be grateful for each breath. Or you can appreciate the background noise, the sounds around you, but still be able to be present and relaxed. And be grateful for that. Choosing just one thing at a time to bring our attention to, so the mind is relaxed. Then gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. Breathing deeply. Inhaling, bring the feet together and bend the knees one at a time. Lengthen the spine and roll on your right side. When you're ready, use your arms to bring you up to that sitting position. Legs crossed, shoulders relaxed, spine uplifted. And inhale, bring the palms together at the level of the heart in that prayer position. And we'll sing one Om as a way of union to feel the vibrations in your body. When you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. And with the next inhalation, bring the thumbs to the third eye, the right thoughts, and exhale. Inhale and bring them closer to the mouth, put the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhale and bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Let me know if there's any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you